crash is a drowning experience of rhythm, sound, and color which draws you in a strange hypnotic world. By the end, every imaginable transgression has been overcome, but there still is a large void, a great lack of emotional sensation. James Graham Ballard's cautionary novel Crash spurred a controversy in the early 1970s for its foreboding fusion of sex and car crashes, metal and flesh. Ballard was using the image of the motor car as symbol of the 20th century malaise. What can it get people, and where does it take us? David Cronenberg's 1996 film adaptation has an even more pessimistic tone. The protagonists in Crash are solely defined by their brief sexual, emphatically autoerotic encounters, unable to connect on a deeper emotional level. Catherine and James, played by James Spader and Deborah Unger respectively, recount to each other their extramarital affairs, casual sex dates with strangers, to increase their lonely libido. For in a world where car crashes are asserted as sexual energy, there is nothing climactic anymore. In a way, they are both the hunters and the hunted of their own sex drives, initiated by the first collision which they attempt to replicate in vain. What is the most astonishing is how Cronenberg presents those scenes to us. Smooth camera pans, quietly observing, in the same manner the figures gaze at this fetishized cool world, with fascination rather than repulsion. For instance, the tools of a rescue squad are shown with medical precision piercing through the vehicle. The car wash scene has an almost poetic quality to it. The dense Howard Shore drones and disharmonic electronic guitars complementing the unsettling atmosphere of being inhabiting the strange space. Crash is a film dictated by rhythm of sound and color, analogies, and an almost detached, sterile cinematography. Vaughn, obsessed with the idea of iconic Hollywood celebrity and their untimely deaths in racing cars, photographs car wrecks in a most repellent fashion, as a new form of morbid modern art. Bizarrely postured victims, twisted limbs, and shattered glass are arranged like a news headline, reminiscent of the death and disaster series of pop artist Andy Warhol. Crash can paradigmatically stand for a bleak postmodern society of alienation, which reaches for ever more drastic means to explore the limits of the body to the point of escaping reality. In its logical consequence, one must even ask, to what extent are we still human as soon as machine and human are finally merged with one another?